What's up, guys? It's Adam with Nerdology. This is part 2 of making the Tombstone Soda. I'm having to do a part 2 because I accidentally hit stop instead of pause on part 1. So, that was my mistake. Sorry about that. Good news is, though, we have plenty of time. Oops. Got my arm on some glue. By accident. So, just to recap, in the last video, we did our label and our bottle cap, and we put some paint with a cup and a half of water. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some red, some blue. We're going to make it purple because all the pictures that I've seen of Tombstone specifically are purple. So I'm going to start with the red. I think I put like 7 drops in. Yeah, I'm going to go with 7. And then 7 drops of blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't want to do 8. It's 7. And then I'm just using my paintbrush to stir it in to purple. But that isn't really the color I want. See, so that's kind of how it turned out. It's like a grayish purple color. It's not really what I'm looking for, so I'm gonna mix couple more drops of red, make it a little bit brighter, which really didn't work, so I'm gonna use a few more drops of blue. So at this point we have 9 drops red and 7 of blue, something like that, or 7 or 10 of blue. I'm just not really liking the way that this color is mixing together. However, it does have the murky look that we were going for, I guess I could say. That just doesn't really look purple, though. So, because that's probably going to be about as close I can get it. I'll keep working on making it look a little bit more purple, and I'll show you guys probably down in the comments. I'll post a couple of pictures. That just looks really blue. I'm actually going to scrap this mix, make some actual purple, and then maybe add a little bit of the white paint to it to make it seem murky. So I'm going to do that real quick. Okay, so what I did was I took and I made a semi-dark purple, added in a little bit of the white paint, and then it turned that same grayish color again. So I added in some more blue, and then all of a sudden it was just straight up blue. And so then I added in a whole bunch of red. I'm actually like almost out of red now. So that's semi a problem due to some of the other perks. I'm not going to be too worried about it. It's not much of a big deal. But I think that this is probably the closest we're going to get. So it still seems kind of blue, but I'm hoping that once we finally get it into the bottle, it's not that bad. So, as you can see, it looks really, really blue on camera. It actually does almost have that purple effect that we're looking for. I'm trying to hold it up with the light, and I can really see some of the purple next to the label. But from far away, it just kind of looks like blue. And it turned out that apparently a cup and a half is not correct. So I'm going to try 1 3/4. So I'm just going to do 1/4 of a cup and dump it in. Hopefully that will actually change the color. Oh no. Yeah, that actually looks about right. So it's about between, a cup and a half, 1 1/4. Accidentally got a little bit on the label, so I'm hoping that it won't dye it. It does when you hold it back or really close. Have a purple effect. I'm like out of red here, so try and see if I can get some water into the bottle so I can get a little bit more red. Just need a little bit more use out of this. That ought to work. Prayers. Lots and lots of prayers right now. Let's make some purple. Please make purple. So, real quick, going to put the cap on. Try to make it as tight as I can. Shake it up some. And we'll see if we get that purple color that we're hoping for. So give me just a second. I actually had to dump it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take and put just between a cup and a half and a cup and 3/4 water here. And then instead of using the white, I'm just gonna go straight purple. I don't care if you can see through it or not. I think that's pretty much how most of the perks are gonna turn out anyways. I do have a bit of a red problem though. So, real quick, please, just one more use. One more use from you is all I need. God, that is almost like a pink color. That's not really what I'm hoping for, not really what I'm looking for. So, I might have to just take a little bit of jug and put it in there and pray. Get some of our red. Actually, let's use all of the red. And just kind of hope. I don't want to take up too much more time, so I'm going to pause the video, that way I can mix these. So guys, I think that this is going to be about as close as we're getting. I know that on the camera it looks really blue, but like out here it looks really purple. So, you know, I'll probably, if I can, post some pictures in the comments. Try to do that, but really hoping that this is our last test run and that it works. And that just looks like I have water in there, which is like really disappointing. I'm dumping it again. For now, I'm just going to have, actually, I have an idea. Give me just a second, guys. I'll be right back. Just to let you guys know what I'm trying, I went and got like the darkest purple paint I could find, and I'm making some blue water right now to mix the paint into. I'm just kind of praying that it works. I'm going to get that cup and a half of water. I'm sorry that this is like such a long video, you know. I thought that this was going to go a lot smoother when I tried what I did. It's not really doing what I wanted it to. So, just mixing up some purple right now. I'm going to pause the video again, that way I can mix this. Alright guys, so I took some purple paint and some water and I mixed it together. And I'm hoping that, you know, like the paint doesn't dry with this. I think that because, you know, it is mixed with water, it'll work. So let's see how it looks in the bottle. Wow, that actually looks pretty decent. I'm going to take some of the paint that actually didn't really mix with the water in the bottom here, because you know, like, you know, it doesn't have enough water in the bottle quite yet. Oops, a little too much. Alright, I think that actually looks pretty good for what we were attempting to get out of it. So I'm just going to leave it at that, and, you know, if it happens to darken up, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I'd say that I'm actually fairly impressed with how this turned out. So, mix it up a little bit. and get some of the paint off the sides. I think that's about as good as we're getting. So I actually like how it turned out. Now what I did with Juggernog and the other ones, I'm probably going to do to this one. I took some clear acrylic paint and sprayed it over the labels and stuff so that we could get, well, that effect. You know, it's nice and shiny, it's fairly smooth, and it looks like an actual label. It doesn't look like I cut it out and slapped it on. This one looks like I cut it out and I slapped it on. So I'm actually going to go do the acrylic paint, and I'll probably post pictures of every single one of the perks on this video. So, you know, make sure you check it out. And until next time, stay nerdy. Peace out, my guys.